other news, a UP Luge team that was competing internationally is back in America. Local 3's John Truitt has more.
No matter the sport, competing on the world stage in a world championship is quite remarkable. Upper Peninsula's very own U.S. natural track luge team has just arrived home from such an event. The 4 athletes from the Upper Peninsula Luge Club in Negaunee did pretty good considering they were up against the best in the world. Coach Keith Whitman was very proud of his team.
I always say, John, when you look at the American team, Americans, our citizen would be very impressed with our team. And why? Because I want our athletes to be better citizens. I want them to be good people before they're good athletes. Surely I want a good athlete. I expect that. But I want them to be better people. And our young men and women represent us with the finest honors. They're very good and they know respect. You will never disrespect the American flag. You will never do that. Otherwise, head to the airport. You'll be on the first plane coming home. And they know that. And they respect the other countries just as well.
For most of the team, it was not their first time competing at this level. Newcomer Jacob Steck, who placed 19th, appreciated the technical skills needed to succeed.
It's down to the slightest little hair. I know that artificially, you want to be in a certain line as fast as you can, but here you really gotta focus on braking, where you're gonna turn. It's just a lot more information to take in.
As the sole girl in the group, Katie Cookman, who finished 12th, saw her performance improve as well as her growing as a person.
I'm not quite on most of the people in Europe's level, but I'm definitely getting there. Yeah, it was really fun. I think that I'm, like I said, on my way to getting there.
Katie's brother, Tori, who led the U.S. team placing 16th, loves the sport, and that fondness for luge is evident in his success.
When you get to go out and do a sport you love every day, you can't go wrong. And when you get to go sledding in the snow every day, like, come on, that's awesome. So I just really enjoy the sport, and so I think that really makes it all that much more fun. And when it's fun, not only do I want to do it, I'm happier, but also I want to improve, I want to get better. So I think just the enjoyment that I have when I'm luging really helps make the whole experience so much better and more meaningful.
The eldest of the team, Zane Farnsworth, shares the feeling of a really good run.
Well, after you get down, you look at your time, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. I just did that. And you have to, because when you're on the track, it's really hard to think thoroughly. You're just there. It's super fast. But as soon as you get down and you look at your times and you see what you got, you're just like, oh, okay, that was actually a really good run.
The U.S. Natural Track Luge team has a great home field advantage, as our hill in Negaunee is among the most difficult in the world.
Third toughest track in the world, and that's what makes our athletes so competitive.
And speaking of the track, Lucy Hill in Negaunee will host an international race this weekend, calling it the North American Pacific Natural Track Luge Competition. Our team will compete against athletes from the Canadian and Japanese national teams. In Negaunee, John Truitt, Local 3 News.